Diddy. No. So, the indictment in the Sean Diddy Combs case has been unsealed. Let's check this out.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
So they're saying between 2008 to present time, Diddy abused, threatened, coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his rep, and keep it all on the low. Now, in order to accomplish all of that, here's where the racketeering charges come into play. Check this out.
Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity.
So now let's get to the charges. Let's start with racketeering. I believe that if you commit 2 acts of racketeering in 10 years, they can charge you with racketeering. I could be wrong, but I believe the maximum sentence for racketeering is life. I think the minimum is about 2 to 2.5 years per count.
The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
Okay, now let's get to sex trafficking. I believe the maximum charge for sex trafficking is life. I believe the minimum is 15 years. Now let's get to prostitution. I believe the max sentence for that is 10 years. So I know I mentioned last time that if you show up to the freak-off, then you gotta freak off. There's no complaining. You took the money, you were in. I had some time to think about it, and here's what I have to say. I still do believe that if you showed up to the freak-off, that you were willing to freak off. However, there is a such thing as inhumane treatment. Like, you can't have people at the freak-off popping off like 24/7. Like, that's inhumane at that point. Like, you gotta give people a breather. Like, that's savage right there. To me, that's savage. Like, freak off, but yo, sometimes you gotta take a breather. Smoke a cigarette, chill, whatever, do what you gotta do, but 24/7 around the clock, that's crazy. That's inhumane to me. Sex work is illegal in most states, so it's not like there's any labor laws or anything pertaining to sex work. I think that's something that they need to look into, because you can't just be out here treating people like savages. That's crazy. All right, boom. So now let's check out the drugs that they found.
Ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
They found ecstasy. Okay. All right, cool. They found ketamine, which I don't know. I mean, ketamine's a recreational drug. You can use it recreationally, but it kind of leaves you in a trance kind of state. It's an animal tranquilizer. So, I mean, I think I know where we're going with that, or where that could go. And they found GHB. Now, GHB, aka the date rape drug, is a whole different story. When you have GHB in your system, you're not taking that to have a good time. Somebody is slipping you GHB to have a good time with you. GHB, you kind of in a sunken place. Like, you awake, but you not awake. So when it comes to those drugs, that's when the situation can kind of get a little hairy, where it just seemed like, recreational drugs versus drugs that are going to put you in a sunken place so they can have their way with you. I don't even know the amount of drugs they found, so I can't really give you a breakdown of what those charges would look like. And then we still have the arson charge as well. I don't know, people. I don't know. I mean, he's looking at a lot of time if he's found guilty. I don't know. This is looking bad for Diddy, man. If he's found guilty, Diddy got some crazy numbers in front of him. But there's also a chance that he could walk free and not be found guilty at all. We just don't know. We got to see how this trial plays out. Anyway, peoples, you let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I combed over anything. Definitely let me know. I'll hit you guys back when I get a minute. My name is Boo Evans. This is Everything Hip Hop. I'm out.